Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I just did a live feed. Now I'm coming here to give you guys the info that I received. I hope you all are taking good care of yourself. We had a little visit from John McCain. He's doing very well. In fact, he even was talking to me more when I ended the meeting and went in the kitchen to do something. But he told me that America has had its troubles. Energetically, it's a great idea. Constitutionally, it's a great idea, but there's been a lot of underhandedness, even more than Trump, he said. Okay? I'm just telling you what he said. So, but we are in healing mode. We're getting ready to go into the age of Aquarius and good things will happen. Okay? Also, the monolith that was found is, according to Sterling, is man-made. I took a look. There's some healing prospects around it or with it, but it does feel it's not something terrestrial. Initially, I thought, oh, that must be terrestrial, but it's not. Okay, so I want to tell you that. I also want to tell you that those planes, that thing that we go over Russia that Trump stopped will be started. And I almost feel, and we'll find out if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. These planes needed to be upgraded anyway, but I feel they're not being totally destroyed. I'm almost feeling like they're placating the administration, acting like they're doing something they're not. Remember how Trump said, fire Comey, and that guy said, yeah, but he didn't? That's what I'm feeling. Like, yeah, but guess what? Because the Army and the FBI and the Secret Service, there are some people that liked him, but he's really kind of cray-cray. They're also feeding him false information. To see, because what I see is Trump stepping down, not politely, stepping down as president, and then what he's going to do is he will try to pass on some information. They're watching him like a hawk. Some information that's actually fake information they fed him, and he will be considered a traitor. So I remember I've told you guys this for years now. Trump, it will be considered that he invested with Putin. He worked with Putin. Putin helped him get in the first place. There was a lot of cheating going on, even in the 2020 election. Mark my words, a lot of stuff is coming out. It's like all this information. And so Trump will be in shame. But I actually saw, remember, I never saw Trump serving jail time, but I do see him getting arrested because, and I see newsflash. Donald Trump has been, former President Donald Trump has been arrested for passing bad information or information that was given to him. But basically, they can prove he's a traitor. And Putin knows he's got it coming from Biden. Trust me, he knows it. He'll try to be nice to Biden, but yeah, he knows it. So yeah, all these things are presents to Putin. Okay. Secondly, because he owes them a lot of money. He owes the oligarchs a lot of money, and Putin will protect him. But he really doesn't have much for Trump after this. You know, it's like, whatever, dude. And then I wanted to tell you that, so I told you about the monolith. I told you about McCain. I told you about Putin coming in. And I told you, I'm going to tell you that the Senate is changing. It could be those two people get in, but it's almost this feeling of they work across the board because there's going to be so much chaos and hardship with Americans. Even though we're going to get the vaccine and think people are feeling good again, Biden will go out there and hustle to make sure there's jobs and there's food, etc. And if the Crip master, McConnell, starts trying to act like we don't want socialism, they're going to say, get the hell out of the way. Don't forget what I said about McConnell. His wife's in trouble. There's going to be so much stuff, you guys. Oh my God. You know, we can't wish bad, but we can wish for justice, and justice will be found. Justice is, and Betty DeVos, she's not getting away either. Mark my words on this, okay? It might take 2 years, I'm so sorry, but mark my words on this. But I see they're getting this information back to back. As soon as Trump steps out of the way, even people within the administration are going to say, I think you guys should know this. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. we're going to be like, well, we all kind of knew it, but it's like, aha, sucker. So anyway, okay. So, okay, what else are we talking about? And I wanted to tell you guys about the Supreme Court. Now, you know that Barrett's showing her true colors. And we know Justice Roberts tried to stand back from that, said, don't do it. And if your churches want to take people in like sheep, not even requiring a mask, if their constituents or whatever, if their faith followers get sick, it's going to be up to the church to pay for it. I think they're going to turn this around and maybe do a mass lawsuit that because they, you know, by God, you can't make us do. But then, you know what? Why should we pay for their mistake? So, okay. I just wanted to tell you that. That was a hit that I got. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm getting some hits. So Barrett's going to be not doing well. And I can tell you she'll probably be out within a year or two. You know, her husband already said, you know, her husband's acting like Trump. Yeah, sure. Conflict of interest, whatever, because he's not going to do anything for us. He's just going to be a jerk. And so she goes for the Christian side, but it's not, you know, we're supposed to separate church and state. We're going to get back to separation of church and state. Because even though Biden is a Catholic, I see him, you know, making sure you keep the church out of the mix. Okay. That's why we came here to the United States, to get away from being told what to do based on the church. Okay. And okay, let me tell you. Let me give you this hint. The pardons. So Trump is going to keep pardoning. Don't be shocked. Don't jump into it. Don't say, oh my God. Okay. He probably will even pardon himself, according to the information I'm getting. But what's going to happen is it's going to be like a boomerang. It's coming back to hit him in the ass. Somebody told me that Glenn Kushner kind of said that. I haven't seen that yet, but I'll take a look, see. Because there's a couple of things coming up. And they'll require some of the people that he pardoned to testify against Trump. And they can't claim the fifth. And they can't say, no. You know, because you remember how he was. He told that one guy to fire Comey, and he said, yeah, sure. That's what I'm feeling even about the planes, about the, you know, what I just told you, the Russia thing. Biden's going to bring that back, but those planes are not totally destroyed. They're kind of saying yes to him, but they're going to do something else. They're going to feed him false information to see what he blaps. They're going to, there's so much stuff coming up. They're going to, he's doing these pardons. He even pardoned himself, but when it gets challenged, it doesn't work in his favor. I'm almost feeling a new Supreme Court judge almost immediately. Why am I getting that? It's like somebody has to go. Somebody's supposed to exit stage left, which means they may cross over, but I don't know what this is. And they will bring Kavanaugh in, and they will be looking at just, you know, Roberts was afraid that they're going to get in and pack the courts because they start doing this kind of crazy stuff and saying, oh yeah, well, if the church wants to bring 5,000 people in, let them do it. And we're in the midst of a pandemic. So yeah, okay. All right, go ahead and do it. And when all those people get sick, guess what? We're going to sue you for doing it. Okay, so you guys wanted to know about the pardons. The pardons are going to get worse before it gets better. Things with Trump are going to get worse. I'm going to throw on how bad. Before it gets better, tell me what I can tell everybody. He's getting a kick out of who he can pardon. He thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. He'll try to pardon himself, but it's not constitutional. Trust me, that's gonna happen. So the Specialized Skies Treaty will be back into place, and no, the planes aren't totally demolished. That's what I can tell you. And don't forget, I've told you guys, when they get in there, I see Biden telling the nation, as you know, Trump's administration took $3 million from the CDC, just like that South Dakota governor took millions of dollars from what was supposed to go to COVID for a commercial to come visit South Dakota. Come die up here. And this kind of stuff is not going to go. It's bad. Okay, so I see his hand in the kitty. If he could have outright stole from the United States, he would have. But he backhanded. It's almost like what Rachel Maddow wrote a book about him. The guy that was the vice president with Nixon. What was his name? Anyway, doesn't matter. The main thing is he was getting kickbacks. Remember? That's what Trump was trying to do. Okay. Tell me, how bad is it going to get with the Trump administration? How bad is it going to get? He's so upset. He is so upset. He is so upset. He'd love to create military action, you guys. He would love to. But you know what shocks him? How many of the military didn't vote for him? He thinks that's fraud. He thinks the military loves him. But he doesn't realize what he did and said, the awful things he said about the military won't affect him. So the Secret Service, the FBI, everybody's cleaning the mess up. They're working hard. How much damage can he do? He causes a lot of frustration. The cycle turns upside down, but as soon as Biden steps through the door, we start healing. A lot of this stuff can't be helped. Now, let me tell you something else. And I've told you guys this till my face turned blue, but that's not blue just yet, but it'll be there soon. What did I say to you guys from the beginning? They will find out that he was, in fact, nominated as president or became president because of help from other countries, aka Putin. They're going to find so much stuff that they're trying to cover up, but somehow or the other, I think past people that work there are going to leak it. So when they start, and also all those people he pardoned can't claim the fifth. So he's going to get all these people coming in saying, yeah, this happened, but we're pardoned. You can't touch us. So what'll happen is these people, what's going to happen is they're going to say, you were never a president of the United States. You were a traitor. I see something big happening. It might even be the Supreme Court's in on it, but it's going to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. And they'll say, no, it won't be the Supreme Court. It's definitely Congress and the Senate. Now, you know, the Senate is going to be cool because I do see, believe it or not, people are going to be struggling, you guys. People are hungry. People don't have any money. People need a place to live. And these guys are over there having their vacations, you know, living fat off the government. And I do see, because listen, Mitch McConnell cheated. I don't care what you say. He got more votes than there are people in. It's going to be found out. It's going to be obvious. But his wife's in trouble. Remember that. Okay, but what I see is he doesn't care about the constituents. He decides what he decides and expects everybody to heave ho. He's losing that power. He's not going to be able to do that anymore because people, the constituents will be coming out in droves saying, we need these things. So a lot of people are going to get the message loud and clear. And now that Trump's gone, he's not going to be able to reel him in because people were afraid of Trump. I even see Fox News kind of glad he's out of the picture. And he's going to think he's going to open up all these things. He's going to be so busy fighting these lawsuits, hitting him. It's going to be a you know what job. Okay. So let's take a look at, well, thank God the GSA opened that door and they're helping. And some people were saying Munchkin put a bunch of money that was supposed to go to help people, send it back to Congress. Don't worry. All this is, I see Biden coming in. And part of the thing is immediate assist for people struggling because it's almost like checks will come out. They're going to help businesses, a big chunk of money, but they're going to get the money from upping the taxes on the rich. They're going to reverse that whole thing. And don't forget, everything Trump touched will be reversed because he's never truly a president. He's a fake. And he's talking about running for 2024. But I see the Senate voting in favor of the people. So it will be across the table. It will be Biden being able to work with everybody. He's going to be beloved, you guys. There's a white light around him. So I just want to tell you that, okay? Now, what else do you want us to know? What else do you want us to know? So y'all were saying that you wanted longer videos. Today I can't because it's Turkey Day and I'm cooking and fixing for my sons. Is there anything else you want everybody to know? Is there anything else you want everybody to know? We are here with you. Yeah, he's a demon from hell. I'm telling you right now, this isn't good. He's going to try to shatter things. He's going to try to blow the place up on his way out. He stands in, and he stole money. I'm telling you right now, we'll find out about it. He's even moving money around. See, what an idiot, you know. If he tried to leave with at least acting like he was going to work on everybody's side, maybe he'd have a chance to run in 2024. I don't think he'll be around. And I see him getting off Twitter because he can't get on because he's talking trash. He's lying. So let's look what happens to Rudy Giuliani with that brain leak that he had. And remember the she-devil? I want to take a look at that. What happened with that? And then I'll have to go after that. Let's look at Giuliani. What's happening with Giuliani? What's happening with Giuliani? Giuliani is all Trump has. Ooh, yuck. I see them all talking on the phone and talking just make believe. It's like Disneyland. They're all talking Neptune, you know. The reality hasn't quite. He's very angry, but he also keeps thinking he has a way to, you know, he's always been that type to cause trouble. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll sue everybody. Giuliani, what's going on with Giuliani? Giuliani's making some money off the government right now. We're paying him. Can you believe that? Did you hear Texas is suing Trump for all those events he had? He didn't pay them. There's going to be a lot of people trying to get their money. So he thinks he's going to be able to do rallies, but then now he's going to have to pay up front. Giuliani's barking at the moon. Giuliani's barking at the moon. You know, Trump may even try to throw, I pardon Giuliani too. Weird. So he knows he did something wrong. Yeah, Giuliani's in trouble. Giuliani's in trouble. He's going to struggle to try to keep afloat. He'll talk at events, but it's crazy events. He's going to lose money and he's going to have to see, he's going to be sued. Okay, so he's got trouble. Oh, so I hope he pardons him because then he can do the 5th. He can't do the 5th. Okay, so I wanted to look at She-Devil. I can't think of her name. I call her She-Devil. The tall woman that talks conspiracy theories. What's going to happen to her? Oh, she said Armageddon was going to happen in Georgia and blah, blah, blah. Nothing she says happens. They want some big thing, you know? They want something huge. Here he is pardoning Flynn. And who was the one that was supposed to be locked up? Hillary Clinton. And whatever happened with that? I can still see Flynn. Yeah, lock her up. Okay, I'm going to look at something. Hold on. First, I got to finish with She-Devil. Gosh, I keep thinking I need to get off, but I got more gossip. And I'll be back on Sunday. Okay. Thank you guys for your questions. Tell me about She-Devil. Tell me about she-devil. She's barking at the moon too. It's interesting. I don't see her getting in trouble. That's weird. But I see her being a nothing burger. They look at her like she's crazy. If Trump looks at her like she's crazy, she must be crazy. They're standing down for her, but she acts like she's still going to do them a favor. She wants to be part of the in crowd. She pissed Giuliani off, something she did. I don't know what it was. And he was telling Trump, dude, you're going to have to get rid of her. Okay. So what I wanted to ask is if Justice Sullivan will take that pardon. I know he's looking up the laws as we speak. What will Justice Sullivan do with Michael Flynn now that he's completely pardoned? I see Justice Sullivan on the phone. Maybe Barrett's going to go in about 2 years' time. Don't ask me why I'm telling you that. Tell me about Justice Sullivan. Justice Sullivan. He's pissed. He's upset. He knows Trump's a crook too. Will you accept this pardon? It's going to screw things up for his ability to do what he wanted to do. He knows it's for no good. It's for no good. So what he's going to do is he's maintaining a status. He's keeping it opened. And then when Biden comes in, there's more stuff that's going to come out and he can proceed. You know, we're going to find out that Trump was never president. He cheated. He worked with he's a traitor. So what happens when that happens is that they just, nothing you did or touched is real. It's all going to be reversed. I see them putting in new judges and everything. I see all of his stuff being overrode. And you know, it's so funny because they act like, oh, well, yeah, we did this and the Biden administration can't change it. This is a such and such position. No, Biden can do what he wants, just like Trump did what he wanted. You know who set the pace was Trump. Oh, no, I'm president. I'll do what I want. Yeah, you're going to give my kids security clearance, even though they didn't qualify. Do you see what I'm saying? He didn't think twice about obeying the law. So guess what? Biden won't be as bad. Biden will come through rational. But I see whoever the new DOJ is, it's going to be something. So let's ask about next week, okay? So what kind of goodies do we got planned for next week? And don't forget, in December, we're going to hit December. So next week, yay! Anyway, when we, I'm going to pick up 2 names for free readings. I'll pick them in December, but you'll actually have them in January. You want to tell everybody for next week. I still see that black wreath on the Washington door. Something's going to happen. Although I do think somebody did pass away that was a civil rights person, somebody that was fantastic. What do you want to tell me? Okay. Next week, what do you want to tell us? What information do you want to give us? And then I have to go. He's not going to win any of these cases, you guys. That one judge, but it's a nothing burger, trust me. Even if he took Philadelphia, he still doesn't win. So there's hope. We're going to get hope. Some other big judgments coming in our favor. Something that we're all like, yes. So people will still be sick. We're still looking at the world. There's poverty coming in. It's really sad. And so our strength, you know, if you have any extra money, give like I do. I give to the food banks. Find a good food bank. There's no high overhead. I give to the one out here. And then there was a lady who was on MSNBC that does national. But I always am wary because don't give to the Red Cross. That's my opinion. I used to work for the Red Cross, but they have high overhead. Get to the ones like Salvation Army is better than the Red Cross. Okay, so I love y'all. I'll talk to you on Sunday. Happy Thanksgiving. Ciao.